What's up, fam? Welcome back to the frequency. Let's talk about invoking energies, because this is so vitally important and powerful. So just stay tuned. We're going to hit this from a few different perspectives, and I just want to dive straight into it. Let's talk about what did scriptures mean? What did Jesus, Yahushua, mean when he said, "The Spirit of truth will be with you, and I will be with you," right? And you can always call upon me. The emerald tablets, Master Thoth, right? Thoth the Atlantean. He gave you his secret name. He gave you his true name. And he said, if you call upon me 3 times, thrice, right? You can, I will be with you. So this kind of works in a few different ways. And I want to take this from this very magical abstract right down to the practical so we can all use this, because I find this literally so important to know. Just for overcoming emotional blockages, maximizing your work, reaching states of mastery, and this tapping into potential and knowledge well beyond anything you thought was within you. Because my friends, you are everything. And you are your ancestors. So let's talk about this, invoking energies. Well, you can break this down from a few different perspectives. I'm just going to give you the very top level and then go back down to the bottom in the practical. The top level is when you vocalize a vibration, a true name of something, right? So Master Thoth, this is kind of high level stuff. I don't even know if I want to give out the name here, but you can find it in the tablets. If you invoke that vibration, right, with integrity, with truth behind it, right? If you vocalize that vibration, it hits all the right centers of the chakras, because when you vibrate with your voice, right, when you vocalize something, you're activating different frequencies, right? And if that vocalization is said with truth, right, is said with integrity, is said with the full expression of your being, you hit the right harmonics, right? And these harmonics, you can imagine that this ether that we're all connected in between, right, it kind of sends signals, like a calling signal, right? And people at the highest levels who are tapped into this shit know when their name is spoken, okay? And if you speak it 3 times, it's kind of like your phone call ringing 3 times, okay? So people, they know when the name is spoken. They're very tapped into the subtle awareness, right? And when you vocalize that correctly, and we'll get into this a little bit later, it goes beyond just speaking. It goes into the energetic state you're creating, what you're imagining, what you're saying inside your mind and externally. All of this stuff must be aligned. But when you hit it right, you can literally experience the energy of that wash over you. You can realize that another being is in your presence. Okay, that sounds very kind of mystical and spirit, abstract, and we can touch on this at the end of the video. I just want to bring it back down to what we can all use. Okay, so if you're working, I've always been a seeker of mastery in my workflow, right? I've always had a lot of creative drives and things I want to do all these things. I want to build all these things. I want to, we all want to. We all want to do some great things, right? Issues in the manifestation of your dreams. A, emotional blocks against starting or continuing or maintaining. And B, would be lack of discipline, right? Lack of focus, kind of like a chaotic whirlwind, and not optimization and effectiveness while working, right? So it's work smarter, right? Bring everything you got to the table. Don't be working with 10% of your brain. And how do you even get that ball rolling, right? How do you get into it? And invoking energies is the way, my friends. Right? So I've tried so many different things. I've read all the self-help, personal development books. I've gone deep into just studying my own patterns and meditation and introspection, really breaking down the emotional blocks that hold us back, right? The transmutation of that darkness into light and momentum. What I've realized is You can dream all you want about the end product, right? You can do all these different things to inspire yourself, to amp up your energy and whatnot. But like, if you throw on a really good song that gets you motivated, right? Like Man on a Mission. You know, I don't know what you listen to. I like some Brother Ali to get me going. Maybe, yeah, whatever. But like that song, yeah, it's gonna help you like amp up your vibe and attack, right? But after you attack, boom, all of a sudden you're off in 5 minutes to like something else, and then you like wander your way back after a few hours and realize you wasted all your time. How do you maintain that energy, right? How do you maintain that prime state? And that's invoking energies. So how you do this? I'm just gonna, you kind of understand the abstract. We can touch on this in a little bit. I just want to give you an example of what I do. When I work, I invoke the energies of Nikola Tesla. I invoke the energies of Leonardo da Vinci, right? And like I've started doing this as of recently. I had a really complex system, right? And like all these different techniques I would try to use in like getting into the flow. This is like the most basic, absolute, masterful way that you can use in your own life. And like you're gonna have to like tailor this to your own needs and whatnot. So like, I don't know, if you're a football player and you want to hit flow, maybe invoke the energies of like the best football player in the world, kind of thing. Sorry, I don't know football player names. Anyway, so if I'm working, right, invoking the energy of Nikola Tesla. So like, you could think about it as like from a spiritual perspective, as if like Nikola Tesla is literally like the presence of him is literally there, and he's like entering your body, and like you are taking on like aspects of him. Or you could just think of from like a psychological just kind of like mental hack perspective. I don't know which level you're at, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But if you do this, right, envision Nikola Tesla. It helps if you know the person, right? If you have a connection to him. I've read all the Nikola Tesla shit. I love this man, right? I love this dude. So it helps if you have a connection with him, right? Imagine him. Imagine his energy, his identity, his character, what he thought about, right? And like, you can build this imagination as big as you want, right? I already kind of have that shit made, so I just like tap into like Nikola Tesla. Bang, one image comes to mind, right? And this is like in a post-meditative state. So like, if I just I've been breathing for a few minutes, right? I've been just like relaxing my mind, right? Basically, you have to become the blank canvas, a fluid like sponge, right? Ready to absorb energy. You have to release all your blockages, meaning you have to release what you think, like this box you've built around yourself and what you do. You have to release the mental block and the mental boxes you have around what you're about to do or what you're going to bring that energy into. You need to release the body, tranquility of mind, tranquility of body, right? And be ready. Like, you have to be kind of like a little kid, right? You have to be imaginative. You have to believe what you imagine, right? You have to be playing around loosey-goosey. You can't be too serious, and you cannot be limited to this physical body in reality, right? Just like play a game with me for a second. So you have the image of what you want, the energy you're invoking, right? You're tranquil in mind and body, ready to receive or take on a set of energies. And now, I need you to just imagine like a mystical feeling is coming over you, right? Imagine like, play with me for a second, okay? You gotta like play around and test this out in different ways for yourself. This is what I found. I just like imagine everything kind of getting a little bit weird. I just like imagine that something strange is like coming down and coming towards me, right? And what you gotta do is extend your feeling, like your sense of perception, to your aura, to like the field around you. And I need you to think back to like that last time you've gotten goosebumps or like felt like God's hand just like wrapped around you, right? There's this feeling that we sometimes get that's like pressure and like a tingling sensation, like all of a sudden we just like got launched into like an atmosphere of kind of goo. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's like all of a sudden all the hair stands up all around your body, right? And it's like you have like goosebumps, right? And you need to have all your perception outside of you. Don't be feeling inside. Be feeling outside and expecting this kind of like weight of energy to come and embrace you, like a blanket of golden light, right? And this energy, it's kind of like tingly. It's kind of like it's heavier, it's warm or cool, whatever floats your boat, right? It's just kind of like that mystical, eerie feeling, right? Imagine a movie or something, right? And I need you to expect that to happen. So get your like awareness outside of you and start feeling the totality of your being, right? The sphere. And start expecting that to happen, right? Because you just kind of feel like locked down and cold and kind of like restricted in your body right now. I need you to anticipate like this expansion and taking on of energy. The next thing, this is like getting into the invocation or like actually vocalizing the name. And sometimes I don't even need to do this, just like with the mental imagery, right? And like the anticipation and like a belief that this energy or this being is like helping me, that I walk with the masters, right? Because masters are fifth dimensional beings. If you can make yourself understand how this stuff happens, it works better for you, okay? Because then you believe it. You must believe what is happening. You must understand what is happening, okay? And if you can help yourself understand, even in your own twisted way, it'll aid you in maintaining that energy once you acquire it, right? Getting to the vocalization. If you can, this is like the hardest part, but like just using the steps I laid out beforehand and applying your own little like alterations and, you know, knowledge of self to that, you should get some results. The vocalization is key though. And this gets down to how much integrity can you speak with? How much truth can you speak with? How open are you, right? How open is your pranic flow, right? How aware are you of self? How much of self is in the body, right? I could scream at you right now to get now, and that might help. So to vocalize purely, you need, I'm just going to show you, okay? I'm just going to show you after a quick note, and that is like, you need to speak it and let it vibrate from your mind into your aura. Let your whole body and aura resonate with the word, okay? Let your entire being resonate with it. Let it come from deep within, straight in the middle, right? Right in the middle of your solar plexus, right from the central point in your physical being. Let this sound resonate. Let it bounce around inside of you for a while before you let it out, right? And when you let it out, speak it not with your mouth. Speak it with literally all of your being, okay? Let it, and this sounds weird, but it'd be like, it's a difference between saying like Nikola Tesla, right? And then like relaxing everything, right? And letting everything speak with you. It's kind of like Nikola. It's hard to explain right here because like, I don't even know if through this medium you could pick up on the subtle differences, because it's still gonna sound the same, it's gonna have like the same pitch, but the weight behind it's different. It's kind of like when you put like a phone speaker in a room and have it at the same volume as, let's say, like a $5,000 speaker system that you put the same volume. What's the difference? How do those make you feel? Even though they're playing at the same sound level, right? The same loudness. That $5,000 speaker system fills you with sound. That thing makes your heart, and like you can feel the beat inside of you even when it's soft, right? You catching on what I'm saying here? It's the difference between a phone speaker and like a big ass subwoofer speaker system with an amp. That's the difference in voice. Not many people have ever like known about this or pick up on it, but it's so important, and it's why some people speak with such authority. It's why people like how you can use your voice is amazing. Our voice is an amazing tool. Like God spoke the word and the world was created, okay, my friends? Your voice is powerful as fuck if you learn how to use it, okay? And like just like me speaking on these videos and like speaking truth and not babbling all the time like all of my friends in Babylon out here, because it's Babylon and on and on. If you speak with truth and integrity and you learn to use your voice and you learn to let your body and mind and aura resonate with that pitch and sound, and you learn how to fill the room when you speak, right? And like I'm still working on this quite a bit, because like my throat chakra is one of my most blocked areas. So like I can make that sound resonate inside of me very well. And I'm very aware of like how I'm feeling, like extrasensory. And it's hard for me to match what's in my mind with what comes out. So that's all stuff I'm still working on myself. But essentially, you let that name bounce around inside your mind, you let it bounce around inside your aura, and then you vocalize it, right? And you speak it 3 times. And then you're anticipating that feeling of that energy washing over you, and then it does. That's invoking an energy. You can invoke anybody, my friends. Master Thoth for healing. Yahushua for guidance and light, right? I use Master Thoth for when I'm scared. Or you can invoke archangels, right? I probably should have put this part at the beginning. Whatever. You can invoke anybody, and you can go, so like your favorite characters from books, all that stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's how to invoke energies, and just like a little bit on the voice, words, and mastering your day. Hell yeah. Hope this helps you guys out. I'm going to make a freaking dope audio series / master blueprint on health, and then I'm also making like 3 more side by side, so I'll see what ones comes out first. Go check the store, link in the description for that kind of stuff. And I do Skype sessions. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.